Okay, this is Jeremy, Firebull02, third video on inspecting and taking a look at the Shopsmith. Got the end bracket, you can see it over there. It just goes in with two little set screws, you can kind of see them there on the top, and just latches down there. I didn't put it back on because I'm going to be pulling the carriage off. It just slides off the end. Same thing with the set screws on that end. I'll be taking the jigsaw off. Like I said, that was put in at the wrong end anyway. And I'll be dismantling the rest of the table. It's really just screwed together in a few little set screws. So I'm not going to really make a video specifically on that. Did want to get into a little more with the motor. First thing I do is it's actually fairly clean inside compared to some that I had seen. What you see back there at the back is part of the locking mechanism. There's one of those wedges on each side, and those clamp down on the tubes that the machine rides on. So that's what actually holds the headstock in place. With these two sheaves up here spread apart, it allows the belt to drop lower down in the pulley. So I can just pull that edge over. This belt's pretty stretched just from how easy it was to when we had the dial on, it would go past full or past slow. So it's pretty stretched out, because what that does is it directly controls these two sheaves. They have the Gilmer belt up here. It's the tank track type belt, so it's got the little teeth on it that ride in the slots. So those spin the same speed all the time. I went ahead and took the screws off that hold this plate, so that I can kind of separate it some here and show you the mechanisms inside. Try to shed a little more light in there. Alright, so you see there's a worm gear back to the right there. That is the back of the adjustment mechanism, and you can see how that turning is going to change the relationship of these two sheaves to each other. That's actually way too wide there. Alright, somehow I got zoomed in when I didn't want to be zoomed in. Alright, so that turning moves those sheaves towards each other or away from each other. You can kind of see, pretty simple how it works. Up in the top you see the other teeth. That shaft is the top main drive shaft, accessory shaft. That wheel there is that's actually the function of the drill press, or the horizontal boring machine. This is what actuates that in and out. The Gilmer belt that's up in the top here, basically you have to pull these sheaves and this shaft out to get that out. This is the older design. There is a newer one that uses the same kind of flat poly belt. Some of those have been upgraded to a two-bearing quill. The quill is up in the front there. So far I'm actually very pleased with what I'm seeing. This cord, I did note, had been taped up. I think it was just for its protection. But I think since it's a 60-year-old cord, I'm just going to replace it. Especially since we're doing the, going to have to put in a new switch. So one of the other common failures is for this little clip that I'm showing here. to come off or get dislodged, or there's a bearing that sits right behind that. That is also a common fail point. So like I said, I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing here. I'm not feeling any excessive play or didn't hear any real terrible noises when it was running. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's going to conclude this video. The rest of it's just hard to try to tape this while I'm doing it because I don't have a tripod, and this isn't my normal means of recording. So sorry it's so many short videos. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.